Hello my friends and welcome back, it's episode 36. And it is time to look at the wall again. It either means this wall or the wall with all the bullet holes. So let's start with this wall, shall we?
You see, a once bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Indeed, somehow you knew it was here, an urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical ruin over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Wow.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Okay, the game is being weird now.
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side.
The game is getting pretentious. You wonder why they made this so obtuse.
Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
The Ravagers of Al Ghul.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold. A breeze, like a quiet sigh, moves over you. The cool air breaks across your body. It brings the salt of the sea into your lungs.
I should have passed that on a 3, but
Go
okay.
to the children of the big sea. The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the felled building.
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second. Doesn't look like it to me. Probably not, anyway. When you're ready.
Hello again. No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind. You were saying?
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Okay. Now I guess we're going somewhere. Maybe he has a, something to say?
Always my pleasure.
Nope.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters. A cold sea behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again. A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single 7 men in a host of men. They stand, ordinary people. Collateral damage on the path toward the commandant.
I don't know. Perhaps
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Feld?
another likely...
Or maybe
Yeah. To be honest, if a coalition member...
a cold behind this building.
I have no idea. Find the children of the big sea.
All
Whatever
the
the
traps
hell
are
that
stopped now.
means.
All the traps are...
Fishing boats, maybe?
Hold door.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned... It's military. The washerwoman...
All the traps are stopped.
I guess they don't do anything anymore. Nothing here. Oh. There's a ship. That's new.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
We had bad words and said, I got in trouble. Bad words. Bad words. We won't. We learned. We just heard funny voices. We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble. Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head. You know, I heard people talking, except just in my head. It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up.
A memory stirs. You've heard this quickfire patter before.
DJ Flatios, Big Boy Davio single is here. Buckle up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear. Turn up the volume. Blow those speakers out. Now here's no. Don't say bad words, stupid.
A word when you're done.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, that cracks me up.
Detective, about what the twins had to say. So, those voices they heard.
Yes, of course, earlier, when you turned the radio on in his kanema. Don't.
Don't.
I
Okay.
can't explain how they heard it. I believe they heard something, and given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. However, weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business.
The lieutenant says nothing. An ocean breeze blows in strong. He raises his jacket collar against it.
Besides, maybe it was just a radio they overheard. They might not be old enough to know the difference. How would they have heard the voices?
The lieutenant shrugs.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the twins didn't know it was a radio they were hearing. The washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here. Let's ask if she heard anything before moving on. After you.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep a radio. Ah, no. We play no radio here. There's one in the shack, but it's never used. Was that the nonsense we were spouting? No, I have no idea where they heard it. They've been in
Freaks
earshot
FM.
all week, and no radio.
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this. I'm ready when you are.
Anything else?
Okay, well apparently that is the next step.
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Corda Lacey red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White. How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
Maybe.
Above you, there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Sealindian, Isola. I'm guessing you don't know then. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
20. That means to even raise that 3%, I would need to, like, get my conceptualization score up to 7 or 8.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Well, I thought I'd just do it anyway.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
What was I supposed to be doing? I guess I'll go and do this check quickly.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is silence in your head.
What? No.
She has not seen her, sire.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Come again, officer?
The lieutenant sighs under his breath.
Right. One moment, officer.
No.
I have the GMS on the line. I'll connect you now.
Yo! Ain't no bother, brother. Anyway, I only got a few minutes before I gotta go back on air. What do you need? An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking. Yeah, that is the song. An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking. Is that what this is about? Listen. It's not our problem if kids decide to tune into River Shaw's hottest station. I don't understand. Are you asking if we can, like, play our station into people's brains? Speed Freaks FM is elective listening, man. We don't want to force the people to adopt our thinking. That's fascist bullshit. You're a fucking wild man. Sure, let's hear it. Oh, man, I love it. You're great. No. We didn't do anything like that. Wouldn't know how to. We just played it on air like normal people. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Huh?
Look at that. His eyes dilate. That's joy, my man. You wouldn't be able to tell, but his glasses just magnify it.
Okay, cop man. Can do, will do. DJ Mesh, out.
The party has terminated the call. Is there anything else I can do for you, officer?
You should check the radio again.
Spoke to the wildest cop in Rivershaw. He asked us to give his buddy cop, longtime listener Kim Kitsuragi, a big shout out. Kim, we love you.
Keep it freaky, like DJ Mesh, DJ Flacho, and your wild friend. This one's for you.
If, when a motor carriage's engine was ignited, it could drive by its own accord off to a high mountain, and there write a song. Perhaps it'll be something like what you're hearing now.
We aren't discussing this.
What a reserve of willpower. It's taken all he's got to not smile.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of
Okay, about that call, let's start from the top. There's no doubt the twins heard Speed Freaks FM. I still don't know how without a radio, but they did. I don't know what it means. I don't think the voices in your head are related to this, no.
The lieutenant gives you a long look.
I don't know what to say to that, or what you want me to say. I'm sorry. Did we ask where the kids were when they heard the voice? No need to apologize. I was just going to say it'd be a good idea to ask them. And, Detective, thanks for this. It's been interesting.
No worries, Kim. I got you, fam. That was hardcore!
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
There. We were there. Uh-huh.
Full circle. Back to Feld, then. When you're ready.
The boy turns the rock over in his hands. He looks to you, then his brother, then back to you. The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
An encyclopedia check. I do have those binoclar's glasses of giving me ass loads of encyclopedia somewhere. I'm not wearing them. There they are. Do I have anything else that give encyclopedia? Probably not even necessary, to be fair, but hey. Aha. I am the king of failing checks, so we'll do what we can.
The once bright mural towers above you. You know a lot about radio. Enough to know you have no idea how or why those boys heard Speed Freaks FM in their heads. Knowledge like that isn't just obscure, it's unknowable. Dangerous theoretical facts like that are probably protected under the coalition government's Articles of Dominion, Title 14, Article 7C. While an expert might be able to suss it out on their own, a layman like you has no hope. You don't know how it happened, but the stores of your knowledge are vast, and there is something crucial in them. You know where Ruby isn't. She isn't in the fishing village. She's not with her bullet under the floorboards in the shack. So where could she be? The alcoholics never mentioned seeing Ruby either. Idiot Doom Spiral gave an exhaustive account of recent events, but never mentioned seeing Ruby. You've searched the whole coast for Morel's traps, just as you didn't find the Insulindian Phasmid. You did not find her. You've even entered the church, helped the ravers set up a nightclub, and overheard. Well, we don't need to think about that. Point is, some criminals seek sanctuary from sacred buildings, though the sanctuary laws were abolished decades ago. But Ruby wasn't such a one. And you do know one thing about radios, Ulan. Ruby dabbles in advanced radio theories. Ulan, the Speed Freaks mystery. It might just be related. If she's here on the coast, she'll be here. And besides, something weird happened to the twins around here. It'd be nice to know what caused that. Another fact for your collection. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it. In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
Okay. Why? True. And Ruby does have radio experience, as evidenced by her lorry. But how do we even get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Aha.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe.
Why would that need to be? I'm holding the torch.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder. An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around. And it's right here. A maintenance door.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one. Oh yeah. Big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
Alright. Let's power up my physical instrument. That was a satisfying ding. I don't have anything else that gives physical instrument that's not a shirt, if I remember correctly. Because physical instrument just seems to be a shirt thing. Let's try that again.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door. The metal doors are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But, together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
We're in. Man, this reminds me of Fallout. This has a very Fallout vibe.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find a device here. You will be disappointed.
All you will find here is pain.
I have so many checks. There are so many points I could buy.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
There's a communist hat.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Nice. There's actually a thing in there I haven't seen. Stop walking. I felt like going upstairs was the right way, so I decided to go this way, but...
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No. What do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down, uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
We absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100% confirmed. I fear you'll need your gun for this.
His hand rests on his holster. It's not enough. You need a gun in your hand too. Your gun.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be...
This kind of feels like a point of no return.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay, that's blatantly a point of no return. And it said that I would 100% need my gun, so I guess we're gonna have to burn time until 10 to at least do that. Find an antenna. I see, this is where you end up if you take the ladder. Yes, that felt very much like a warning that that was the point of no return. And basically suggesting to you which quests you should finish before going forward.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
You know what? Conceptualization is something I can just buy. No, it's not. Following the rules, I put a point in logic, so I can't put a point in conceptualization without putting 3 other points in. Oopsie.
Welcome back.
I can put one in reaction speed, though.
The silver bird has already flown away.
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Okay, that'll do. Number 2.
Welcome back.
Doesn't that hobo hat give reaction speed? It's the only thing I have that gives reaction speed as far as I know.
Welcome back.
O pasaro de agint. It flutters by your ear. It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
What do you mean? All right. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died. What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone. So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind. It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with it.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activities?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the débardeurs. Else they might get unhappy. Not in person, but I let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind. It wasn't too difficult to convince them, really. It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person. Unpleasant.
Hear that? Set justice on its feet. Confront Everard. Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not how these things work.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard. He's just going to deny it.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Huh. I gotta burn time until 10 o'clock.
man. What's on your mind?
It's a long way away.
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of? The mass murderer? Why? No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a mass murderer. He is not accused of mass murder. Likewise, no one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being guilty of mass murder. Just not her. She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, all right, then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers. You may be onto something, Copper Man. She's got those mass murdering hips. Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know? Okay. Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the Crabman, though. Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff.
Hardcore!
And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him. They're hardcore. They're just clothes. It's just a style, you know. Normal hard style. Anyone can wear it. Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced. It's short for paranoid. It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Pig-wheat paradigm. Okay.
Something is off
pig-wheat
here.
paradigm.
You feel like it should be the other way around.
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill, a suspicious element. No, politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory, but I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad. I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray, far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals, or cereal grain, ourselves. Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
His eyes flicker.
The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus. Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical. Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the Crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it. I doubt it. I don't even think the Ubies properly understood it. What it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for and trying to measure. It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by. Outside, dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead. Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with. And if it can't, well, seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
It's time for the doomed commercial area.
Spreading out, the struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited-size person. Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well. A life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. And others, mankind, there's seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore. Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Nationalism, militarism, racism, an emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore. If some want to lead and others want to be led, I think they are welcome to it. Utmost dedication.
Hardcore.
Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah!
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion. Oh yeah, sure thing.
I've unlocked another conceptualization check, which I will undoubtedly fail, but let's go. Did I have any other? I think these two were just all I had.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacrum, primitive, yet futuristic, like a machine, man. Nothing exists but the here and now. All are one purpose. All you've managed is a list. The parts don't form a whole.
Wow, that definitely was not hardcore. I wonder if I can use that bench to pass time.
The worn and beaten.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Great. So how else am I going to pass time? Oh, that's not solved? Huh. I need to burn time until 10 PM. Which means I got 4 hours and 12 minutes to burn, somehow. I think I can get some books from the shop that I haven't read yet. I didn't get the ones over here.
The display rack is brimming with worn...
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale. It is a bestseller for a reason.
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes. There are numerous
Hello again, esteemed officer. And goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Everything is on the...
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose, but you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and...
Okay. I bought those books before she closes, because it's going to push time. Alright, we're out of time, so that's it for now. I'm going to have to, like, burn 4 hours, but maybe between 2 books and a few quests I can get there. And then I can get my gun, and then I think I'm good to go into the final area, which is quite obviously a point of no return. But that's it for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.